All right. Hello, trusted service advisors. Hey, this is Jeremy O'Neill with your role play assignment form for December the 18th through January the 6th, 2015. Got a little typo there. The year always gets me. We'll change that right now. So this is through January 6th, 2015. Hey, this is your role play assignment for the next 2 weeks. And I know it's the holidays, and I hope you all have a great holiday season. However, true mastery comes from practice and preparation. So please take these role plays assignments seriously. Your role play and success partner is really counting on you to provide them valuable practice time and feedback so they can elevate their skills to the next level. All right, let's get into this. Our first role play assignment is for a 2010 GMC Acadia. Let me just get my pin color here. So here's our composite vehicle over here. It's 2010 GMC Acadia. It's got 98,750 miles on it. Customer comes in for an oil change and they want a 100,000 mile service. Now, keep in mind, the days of the 30, 60, 90K services are pretty much gone. The 100,000 mile service on most manufacturers is the major service. And if you miss this, there's critical maintenance dollars that are leaving your shop and the next shop is going to pick it up. Could be a quick lube, could be the dealer, could be the shop just around the corner from you. So I want to make sure that you guys are doing the research as a service advisor and understand exactly what the vehicle needs at this critical juncture. So do your own research. Go into All Data, Mitchell, Identifix, however you look up maintenance, find out what this vehicle is going to need at 100,000 miles. Now, let's use a V6 3.6 engine with an all-wheel drive. That's typically a model that we would see. A lot of you in the urban areas would see a front-wheel drive vehicle, but there's critical information on an all-wheel drive vehicle, and there's more maintenance on those as well. So let's check that out. Now, I'm going to show you one of the sites that I go to, which is more of a public-driven website that gives consumers information on maintenance and the cost of maintenance. So let's go over here. So we're going to take our 2010 GMC Acadia. It's got 98,000 miles on it. And we're going to see what is due at 100,000 miles. So I'm going to go to Edmunds.com. And what you're going to see here is our composite vehicle is there. It's the 2010 GMC Acadia, four-door SUV all-wheel drive 3.6 V6. This is the 100,000 miles. Now, the cool thing about this is this gives you the estimated cost of what a customer should expect to pay on the service. I personally think this is a little bit low. The shops that I've worked at or operated will probably be a little bit higher than this, but this pretty much tells you what it needs. Air filter, transmission fluid service, oil and filter change, and spark plug. So it's due for the spark plugs. Don't forget, anytime you do a tune-up or change spark plugs, it's a perfect time to sell a fuel induction cleaning or a fuel injection service on it. Personally, it helps with idling, the performance is better, and you do everything you can to help your client restore their fuel mileage, which does what? It helps save them money at the gas pump. Now, gas prices are dropping. We're in this trend where oil's at an all-time low, at least over the last 4 to 10 years, I believe. So consumers aren't feeling the pinch at the pump quite as much, but still, it is critical to get that carbon out of there to prevent a costly breakdown down the road. Remember your benefit statements here, guys. I can't stress enough. Talk in terms of benefits, what the customer will experience on the back end. And here's the labor down here. So you'll notice they have everything listed out here. Again, the website I got this off of is Edmunds.com. If you need any help on this, please contact me directly and I'll help you identify exactly where the maintenance is at. So here's a $400 service. It's about what this one is. Most of you are going to find by the time you add in your transmission service and a fuel injection service, the service on this vehicle is probably going to be $700 to $900. A good exercise on this is to call your local dealership and find out what their service department sells you at 100,000 miles. Don't forget, car could be due for a brake fluid flush. There's a lot of hidden maintenance here that isn't spelled out in the owner's manual, so make sure you're doing your research and finding exactly what needs to be done. Okay, so there is a typical list on what needs to be done. Do your own research, find out what it needs. Let's look back at our role play assignment and how we're going to do this. Okay, so back to the role play. Now, remember, when you are role playing, be a good role play partner. Be as realistic as you possibly can and be a customer. This is a critical time in your career development to ensure that you're taking your skill set to the absolute highest level. So the vehicle is a 2010 GMC Acadia, 98,000 miles. Customer comes in for an oil change, and they wanted a price on the 100,000 mile service. So your sales presentation is going to be specifically after the oil change is done. or just about done. You've got your inspection back from your technician. You're going to call the client back to make the presentation on a 100,000 mile service. So it sounds something like this. Mr. Johnson, this is Jeremy at Advisor Fix Automotive. Do you have a couple minutes? Yeah, Jeremy, go ahead. Hey, Mr. Johnson, I know when you brought the vehicle in today, you brought it in for the oil and filter service, and we also talked about that 100,000 mile maintenance package that you were inquiring about. I've got the inspection report back from my technician. I've got a complete estimate for you on what needs to be done. I'd like to go through that now. Do you have about 5 minutes? Yep, Jeremy, perfect time. Go ahead. What do you have for me? And then go into your sales presentation. That's exactly how you're going to set it up. Make sure you're doing that. And customers, please provide good feedback. That's the feedback form down here is important for you to see. This is where you're going to give your feedback right here. Okay? So provide good feedback. If you have any questions or challenges, please contact me directly. I'm your coach, and I'm here to help guide and direct you into your mastery of sales skills. So here we go. That's role play number 1. Now, role play number 2 is going to be a Mercedes-Benz ML350 with 75,000 miles on it, and the client concern is they brought it in for a brake inspection. The brake pad warning light on. Vehicle basically needs a front brake job. It's going to need front brakes, brake pads, front brake rotors, and a brake fluid flush. Your total estimate is $1,150. I want you to get really clear on selling the single point repair. Make a good, solid sales presentation. Get rid of the fluff, get rid of the fillers, get rid of the ums, the ahs, the stumbles. Make sure you have your benefit statements ready to go. You know what your warranties are. You know why the client should choose you to do this brake job. And customers, let's not give them real tough objections, but let's be a good customer and maybe throw one sales objection and they're like, wow, that seems like a lot of money. And maybe you had a quote from somebody else for $800 and it did not include the brake fluid flush. So there's a little hint for you guys there. Again, please provide feedback. Document when you completed the role play. That's right here. And make sure that you fax or email this back to me so I get this as part of your record. All right, that's your assignment for the next 2 weeks. Have a great and safe holiday season. I really hope you're enjoying the program, and I know we're seeing tremendous results out there. So keep up the hard work, and you will reap the rewards of that. All right, this is Jeremy O'Neill, your coach with Advisor Fix. I will talk to you very soon. Have a great day.